We have, of course, Jamal Hill, who was seen yawning cage side. And I know you said what you said at the post-fight press conference, and it was a great response. Well done in the moment. Since then, he has done interviews. He just spoke to Sports Kita, and he said that he was not impressed, that he thought that you should have beaten Khalil a lot easier, and that this isn't something that he thinks was overly impressive, your performance. Can I ask you to further expand on your thoughts on how he has been behaving?
O que eu só tenho para falar é que se aquela luta com o Khalil, tipo, foi uma merda, a minha luta com ele, qual a colocação que ele dá?
If that performance with Khalil was, where does Jamal rank the performance from Alex against him then? So, you know what I mean? If that fight was crap, so imagine the fight that, you know what I mean? How can he say that? But I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to further talk about Jamal. I have a lot of respect for your show. But Alex say he's at a different level.
Yeah, I'm just training to be the backup fighter right now. I'm getting myself fit. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not, but I'll be ready for it if it does. We just spoke to the UFC, we've got some plans in place. Can't reveal them right now because it's top secret, but there is big news coming soon.
Mousasi has filed a lawsuit in New Jersey against Bellator and its new owners, the PFL, citing several complaints, including breach of contract. Mousasi's claims against Bellator include breach of contract, breach of the implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing, unjust enrichment, and monopolization. Under the contract, Mousasi was guaranteed a purse of $150,000 for his first 4 fights, increasing to $200,000 per bout after the first 4. He was also eligible for a $50,000 bonus for victories by knockout or submission, plus a $600,000 promotional fee per bout. After his 4th fight, Mousasi was guaranteed up to $850,000 per bout, including bonuses. The lawsuit highlights Mousasi's frustration with his inactivity following the completion of his first 4 fights. Mousasi claims his situation worsened after Bellator's sale to PFL in November 2023, with ongoing communication issues keeping him out of competition. Mousasi is seeking compensatory, consequential, and/or equitable monetary damages of no less than $15 million, along with punitive damages and attorney fees.
I got an offer to fight in Game Bread. We had Jorge Masvidal and his manager Dean on, and I actually work for him now, but doing commentating. But that's how that came about. They offered me a fight, and I'm like, bare knuckle MMA, man. Like, yeah. And I was like, oh man, you don't have enough money. Like, there's no way. And he goes, well, give us a number. I gave him an outlandish number, and he was like, dead serious. Just looked at me and goes, okay. And I'm like, what? He's like, okay. And for a second, I'm like, well, yeah, maybe I'll just hit the road now. I'll get some road work in now. Let's get going. That's an insane amount of money. And I just can't force myself to do it, man. I just at 41, my kids, like I can't take another blow to the head, man. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to be, Elon Musk or Cowboy Cerrone rich. I'm good, man. I'm good where I'm at.
How desperate are you to be on this card next year?
Yeah, I definitely want to be here. I want to be here. The UFC want to be here. I'm sure the fans would love to have me here as well. So we're just going to do what we can to make that happen. I think it is pretty likely as well. I am next. Depending on injuries and, if someone's going to other divisions and it being an interim, I still think it's likely. So if things can get in the way, but even if things get in the way, I still think it means me fighting, me competing here in Sydney anyway. So as long as I'm fighting for gold here in Sydney, I'll be happy.
Is that a guarantee from Dana White?
Yeah, so I've been talking to the guys and, I'm next. So it's pretty clear. Things can get in the way, you know what I mean? What if they have this crazy back and forth fight that needs a rematch and then I'm waiting even longer? You never know. So things like that maybe could happen, but I doubt it. Like I said, it's very likely that I'm competing here in Sydney.
Since the first second the fight will start, I will point to the ground and I will stay in the middle of the octagon, and hopefully he will do the same. And we're gonna give to the fans the most excited first 10 seconds of the mixed martial arts in the UFC history. So I can't wait. I can't wait, because if that happens, you're gonna see the fastest knockout in the UFC history.
I have a lot of respect for Francis, and I really appreciate his story. But it's hard to debate right now. Like, the guy he's fighting, he's not elite, do you know what I mean? And the guys he'll be fighting in the future aren't elite. And it's as simple as that. Like, these aren't the best guys in the world. Like, the guy he's fighting fought a friend of mine and a training partner of mine, Ante Delia, last year, and Ante just destroyed him within a minute or two, took him down, ground and pounded him and stopped him within the first minute, and now this guy's fighting Francis Ngannou. So the guy isn't elite, his opponent. Yeah, he's big, yeah, he's powerful, yeah, he could knock you out, but he's not an elite heavyweight. I'm not disrespecting him, that's just the honest opinion.
Yeah.
The elite guys are not in PFL. The elite guys are in the UFC. So, like I said, I've got a lot of respect for Francis and his story and what he's done in the sport. But it's difficult to say that he's the best heavyweight in the world when he isn't fighting elite guys right now. The guy's nowhere near top 10, mate, who he's fighting. Yeah, he's a big dude, big athletic guy, but he's not a top 10 guy. Yeah, you're right.
UFC wants to me fight Umar Ngannou, Khabib's cousin. He's the guy's
wrestlers.
Undefeated. So I'm fighting him, no problem.
No problem. Yeah, you'll fight whoever.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So and yeah.
Think about the company UFC. You know, what's the point of do this matchup? Manny Moicano going to smash Paddy Pimblett, you know? It's one takedown, the fight is over. And they're gonna lose a very good product, because we cannot lie, Paddy Pimblett is a good product for the UFC.
Top 3 knockouts.
Right. Top 3 knockout. Can I just go number 3, Kamaru Usman against Jorge Masvidal? All the superlatives. If anybody knows the circumstances surrounding that, and certainly the pedestal that we all put Gamebred on as far as his boxing is concerned, we'll put that top 3. Henry Cejudo, maybe number 2 against TJ Dillashaw. Can we have a slot for that? You know?
You're flattered because
on these airwaves, I don't know that I go Leon Edwards over Kamaru Usman in the top slot. You know, but that one
Why'd
is.
you have to do that?
Why'd
you have to put him in that position?
Dude,
I like that.
I didn't even see it, right? I get a lot of credit for that call. I look down the broadcast table and I say, yeah, but that's not the cloth from which he was cut. I mean, I think number 1, it's got to be Thug Rose against Joanna and Jacek, and then she head kicked John Whaley.
Yes, those are
Dude,
amazing
like,
moments. Those are crazy moments.
With the PI training, and then as I got on the treadmill, then Colby walks in and then he kicks me out of the PI.
What?
He tells the guy that works at the PI that, hey, I don't want to see that guy, meaning me, who is his teammate. And he said, nah, he didn't tell me directly. He told the guy, and the guy came to me, he's like, Temba, he's cutting weight. I understand maybe he's cutting weight, but you know what? I'm your teammate. And we train at the same place. We're not really training together, but when he did that to me, I was like, okay, cool. This is it. I was not already in my own situation things, but I was like, okay, this is not it, and this is the end of it. I tried to speak to the coaches when they came back to Miami about it, but you know what? Colby pays, man. Colby is a cash cow, so those values of money over morals for me were not standing. And then I just decided, you know what? I can't be in this. I tried to speak to him even recently. I mean, in March before my fight, tried to speak to him so we can train again together, but just couldn't work out.
Show me the money, bitches.